Breaking news. I repeat, breaking news. Jimmy Butler is out. And I got my man Goat Rob with me. I got my man Big Ox with me. And we are here to talk about all the trades that have happened up until this point. Every single trade, every single transaction, and all the good stuff in between. We about to get into it. Fellas, Jimmy Butler is in the Bay. How do we feel about Jimmy, Draymond, Steph, Buddy, Kuminga, Looney, Moody?
What was the exact trade, Ron? What did he get there for? No, in order for us to give an accurate synopsis,
Hold on. So I'm about to throw this on the screen right now. Y'all bear with me right quick.
All good. I can tell him right now. So
I do think this could have saved the Warriors season though, y'all.
It didn't, but it didn't save their season at all. I don't think this moves anything for them. So essentially, they traded Jimmy Butler to the Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, and Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick. Andrew Wiggins is going to the Miami Heat. Dennis Schroeder is going to Utah, I'm sure, and I think Kyle Anderson is going to the Toronto Raptors. Realistically, this trade ain't worth a damn, and the reason why it's not worth a damn is because this doesn't move the needle for the Warriors. The problem is the other teams in the West are just still better than the Warriors. Jimmy Butler is a good piece. Do I think the Warriors are going to go to the playoffs? Yeah, they'll make some noise, but does this lead them to a championship? I really don't think so. I think if they really wanted to make a move for a championship, that move was to get Kevin Durant. That's the only piece that would make sense where I could look at the Warriors and say, yeah, this moves them closer to a championship. I love Jimmy Butler. I think he has a lot of things as a player that make him great. However, I think him and Steph Curry as a tandem, I don't think them together is enough to win a championship because I think the things that Jimmy Butler does, it's great, but is Jimmy Butler playing in the Steph Curry system, is that going to help him excel? And that's where I have question marks.
I think it is. Jimmy Butler can take advantage of the middle of the floor, though. Where I've seen teams blitzing Steph and pushing him out, you know what I'm saying, high on the court. And he's passing the ball to Drew Wiggins and passing it to Moses Moody, kicking it to Buddy. They're out there looking for that three ball. Where Drew Wiggins is sometimes getting the mid-range, but Jimmy can absolutely terrorize that mid-range game, catch the ball, go one-on-one from the wings and whatnot. I think this definitely helps the Warriors. Now, to your point, J-Rob, if you're saying that it's championship or bust, then I don't think there's anything for the Warriors to do. I don't think Kevin Durant brings the championship to Golden State either. So that's what I'm saying. When I say save their season, I more so mean just make it competitive. You know what I'm saying? Go on a run, go as deep as possible. You know what I'm saying? And see what happens. When you got Steph Curry and a competent team, you always got action though. So let me make sure to say that. But I think this was the best landing spot for Jimmy, except for maybe Dallas. Now that Luka is in LA and they got Kyrie and AD, I think maybe Dallas was his best landing spot. But besides that, I don't think he could have done much better than this. And don't forget, he signed that extension with him, so he got his money. Pat Riley didn't want to give him 50. He went over. He came over here to get 60.
Yeah, he got what he wanted. He essentially got what he wanted. My bad, Ron.
Nah, just speaking on that, Jimmy Butler, the second highest paid player in the NBA. And y'all know who number one is. Mr. 300 million.
Is it Bradley?
No,
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
And then didn't Jason get one too?
I'm bugging.
Yeah, but he's not. I don't think his kicks in for another 2 years.
Right.
So I don't. His either kicks in next year or kicks in the year after that.
You going by the full contract or the salary, like what they're getting per year? That's why I thought. That's why I said Bradley Beal. Okay, yeah,
yearly.
Okay. Because then Bradley Beal getting 60 or something like that.
I don't
think it's 50. I think it's 50 or something. Oh, and don't forget Dame got one coming. Like Dame's is like about to be like 68, 69, and Anthony Davis, I think too.
Yeah. And excuse me, I said Kyle Anderson to the Raptors. I meant the Miami Heat. But my whole
but he was supposed to go to the Raptors though, right?
Yeah, they trying to route him to the Raptors.
Oh, okay. I knew I wasn't bugging.
They're trying to, but it hasn't yet been finalized.
But this is my
I
whole
hope he lands in a good spot.
But this is my whole question you asked about this trade. Essentially, is like, I like Jimmy Butler there, but to me, you gotta add. I think they have to add one more thing, because when I just look at the West, man, like, bro, you gotta play Luka and Bron now. AD, Kyrie, and like AD, Kyrie, that's a lot to deal with. You got to go and deal with Jokic and them. Like, you got to deal with SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Chet Holmgren is going to be healthy. And I think, like, when I look at the other starting fives around the NBA, I think the other starting fives are just, I don't know if I have that much faith in it. But if you put one more piece maybe into that lineup, I think I could get behind the Warriors. Like, I'll be honest, man, I would make a phone call, and this might be crazy to say. I don't know how the money would work. Definitely don't know how the money would work. But, I mean, if you can move some bench pieces, some assets to bring back you-know-who in Washington, I'd be more interested.
What, Chris Middleton? Oh, Jordan Poole?
No way. No way.
They gonna have to hold Draymond down and let Jordan Poole get a few off.
That will never happen, obviously. This is me talking in a pipe game chat. Don't take this for face value, because obviously we know this would never happen. But the reason
you say something like this, though. Something like that. A player like that.
Because I think they need somebody who can come off the bench and can score in bunches. Yes, like a Cam Thomas. Yeah. That's why I bring back Jordan Poole, because I think the Warriors, what they're lacking is what the days that, or the moments that Curry can't carry. I don't know if they have a go-to bucket getter at any point. Mm-hmm. Not really like just a go-to, but like a microwave. Somebody who can really score in waves. Like a Cam Thomas would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? I think he would be a great fit. I know you don't want to hear this. Minnie Maxos would be a great fit with the Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
He's balling right now. He'd be
a great fit. That type of player, somebody who can score in bunches. It'd be a great fit.
Yeah, no doubt.
The one thing about this trade, though, that I like that the Warriors did, look at who they gave up. Just look at who they gave up. They didn't give up none of their young pieces. They still got Paczynski. They still got Moses Moody. They still got Kuminga. They still have Buddy Hield, and I'll get to Buddy Hield in a second. But I'm saying they gave up Kyle Anderson and obviously Drew Wiggins, but they basically upgraded Drew Wiggins with Jimmy Butler, and then they gave up Dennis Schroeder, who's been terrible since he got there. They didn't really give up anything. And like to get Jimmy Butler back, and we know the type demon that Jimmy Butler is when the money's on the line. Jimmy Butler turned into a different animal.
So I like Jimmy.
If you get playoff Jimmy with even if Steph is a shell of who he was with Steph Curry, and then you still got Draymond holding down the defense, you still got Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody is still a young asset. I'm saying that to say they still got their 3 young assets.
What does it matter?
Who's to say? But I'm
this
saying,
is my issue. Can I tell you what my overall issue with the Warriors is? How long are they going to be in limbo, fellas?
They're not in limbo.
Yes, they are.
They're trying to win right now.
How?
Is Laurie still on the table? Maybe in the offseason?
If you're still trying to win right now, why are you trying to retain these young pieces? That's been my whole issue. The Warriors, the one issue I've had with the Warriors, just as a whole, this has been my one frustration, fellas. They've tried to maintain being a dynasty while trying to develop young talent for the future. And whether we want to admit it or not, that young talent development, we have absolutely no idea if they're getting the return on investment on all this development, because the result versus where the development is, it doesn't really make sense to me. So if you're really going to go all in on something, why don't you trade Jonathan Kuminga? Why isn't Brandon Paczynski in the mix? If you're trying to maximize a 2 to 3 year window with Steph Curry at his peak, why are you not trying to make that crazy move? Like,
I think that's what they're doing, though.
Gave up to go get LeBron James.
I don't know if they had enough for LeBron.
But this is my point, Ox. If you are trying to win right now, you give up Jonathan Kuminga, you give up Brandon Paczynski, you give up your future, you give up a few first-round picks to go get a LeBron James, to go get a Kevin Durant. Because if you're trying to win right now, as constructed, you got to give out a haul. And I love Jimmy Butler, but he's not bringing them a title on his own with just him and Steph.
But it doesn't got to be on his own, though. You got to see what Jimmy's done with less, and even what Steph has done with, similar to this. But so you got to think about it this way. I understand that. What I'm saying is, if they extended him for two more years, so they obviously don't think that this is their last chance. They might be looking for it next year, and so I respect the fact that they're not just going to just go and grab anybody. They might be looking for that right piece. That right piece might be Lauri Markkanen. You know what I'm saying? A player like that. It might be somebody that they have to wait to the offseason to get. You know what I'm saying? It might be a situation where they, and that's what I'm saying. It might be a situation where they have to wait to the offseason to go get somebody. Now, if that's the case, if they go get a dude like Lloyd Marketing, the Warriors are serious.
I'm with it now. Yeah, now I'm with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm with it.
And so they still like you said, they got B-Pod still, they got JK still, they got Moses Moody, and who else they got? So just those three. Just talk about those three. They can make some shake, yo.
Kevon Looney too.
Kevon Looney. And don't forget there's still about 15. But don't forget, y'all. There's still like 15 hours left. You know what I'm saying? They still got about 15, 16 hours left in the trade deadline.
You get Lauri Markkanen, and your big three with Draymond Green still installed is Lauri Markkanen, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler. I think we're having a big four. Yeah, I'm willing to have that conversation now because that makes sense to me. But I just listen, fellas. I've been a little frustrated with the Warriors because I'm a fan of Steph Curry completely. Mm-hmm. I feel like my whole thing is, and I think y'all could respect this, is you can't be dipping your toe in both. You're either in here or you in here. And I think the reason why the Warriors have not been where they wanted to be is because they're trying to do a balancing act. You see what the Lakers have done. The Lakers are trying to win right now. Now, they just happened to fall in love and have their future set with Luka Doncic. But that was a win right now trade to go get Luka Doncic. That wasn't just a let this marinate. This might extend not only LeBron's career, but now you have Luka Doncic. Players are going to go into free agency and look at the landscape of the league, and you're like, damn, where would I want to go? And then on top of that, Ox, shout out to the Mavs because the Lakers are saved $150+ million because of this trade because he's not tenured with the Mavericks. You get what I'm saying?
They did him so dirty with that $100 million.
I ain't gonna lie. There's no excuse in the world to trade Luka Doncic. That's all I'll say. All I'll say to that.
I'm gonna just leave that. I'm gonna just leave that one to y'all. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, you talking about they did him dirty. Like I would have been doing myself dirty paying you $80 million a year. I'd rather it's better you than me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I'm just
listen. Did he freeze?
Yeah, he's cooked for sure.
He's cooked. Listen, Ox. Listen. When it comes to Luka Doncic, my brother, there's nothing in the universe that could make me trade Luka Doncic. Not only is he a top 3, top 4 player in the world, he has 5 first-team All-NBAs at the age of 25. Do you understand the only active players in the NBA who have more first-team All-NBAs? LeBron, Giannis, Kevin Durant, James Harden. I'm pretty sure that's the list. That's the list. He has more first-team All-NBAs than Curry, Nikola Jokic. Oh, and did I say Giannis?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. And shout out to Lowe because I truly felt him on this. I don't care if at halftime Luka needed a cigarette, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and a Bud Light before he went back on the basketball court. He's 38.
Yo, he said
and plays better in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. Lowe went all the way with it. He said if you don't care if you do cocaine, crack. And honestly, I feel the same way. If he was doing lines in the bathroom at halftime,
y'all are bugging.
I'm not bugging out. Because this is the thing. Are we really? No, hold on, for real. Y'all.
Yo, J-Rob, he did not say that, bro.
Ox, for real. Ox. Do you truly in your soul believe that this out of shape narrative is really why they traded him? Because if it was, Ox, I wouldn't give a damn if he was 280. If I'm still getting the same production, why am I? And obviously 280 is extreme. But my point is that 38 and 8 that he's been averaging, what's in shape? What do you need?
I understand.
You act like Glenn Baby Davis.
There's more to it than just that. They're just obviously it's the money thing as well as that too. But I mean, I'm just trying to look at it from their point of view. We got a young guy that keeps having these little knick-knack injuries. They're starting to get a little more serious. He, you know what I'm saying? They're saying he's out of shape. They're saying he won't stop drinking beers and whatnot. I don't know. I'm saying maybe they're just like, we don't want to give all this money to you if you're not going to invest it into your body and invest it into your health. I can't be mad at him for feeling that way, bro. Like,
Ox, if you were the general manager of my team,
Luka Doncic is a top 7 player in the NBA for sure. I would have
fired you and sued you for trying to screw over my business. Ox, if you were the GM,
so what I'm saying, Gerard, what happens if you sign him to that money and he just go and he instead of him teeter-tottering on being in shape, he just go all out, like, you know what, I got paid, now I'm just eating.
When has he done this?
But that's what I'm saying, Gerard. We keep doing that, like, well, look at what he's done. We got to think about trajectory. Where is it going to go? If you're 25 and you're not taking care of your body, Gerard, where are you going to be at 29? Where are you going to be? I understand that y'all keep talking about what he's done and what he this and that. He's the best. He's done this. He's done that. But if you're clearly just not taking care of yourself, that's a bigger thing. People see, Gerard, I'm in round 2. I'm sure y'all understand this. Like, some people are just stuck in their ways of fitness, stuck in their ways of how I show up, stuck in the ways of just certain things like that. It's a lifestyle. You live your life on the court the same way you live your life off the court. Eventually, that stuff catches up with you, no matter how good you are.
Are you saying that Texas diet and them Serbian drinking habits was getting the best of them?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, it can catch up to you. He's 25 years old and it's starting to catch up to him. Where will you be at 29 if you won't take care of your body? That's what I'm saying. Like, all these stats and all these numbers that he's having are serious.
That's not enough to trade him. It wasn't enough to trade him.
If you say so, obviously it was, because his ass is in La La Land.
Ox, this is Ox. Well, yeah, obviously, but Ox, this is why the whole world is in shock. Listen, I get what you're saying. He took you to the finals, though, with these same concerns. And my whole thing about it is, Ox, if let's just say,
yo, where's the outrage for Jimmy Butler? He's taking him to 2 finals, and y'all not up here talking about, how could you trade Jimmy Butler?
Because he was showing up to work. Luka showed up to work.
What's his outrage? Yeah, he showed up to work, liquored up.
And he's 25 years old versus Jimmy Butler, who's 35 years old.
All right.
It's different.
Yo, but I'm going to pivot off of Luka. And we talked about Jimmy, obviously, in Golden State. But let's talk about Andrew Wiggins in South Beach.
And Jimmy Butler wanted to leave, too. Let's also remember. He wanted
to get paid. He wasn't going to work. He wanted to leave.
He wasn't going to work. He wasn't going to practice. He said, I'm out of here until you pay me. And that's exactly what happened. He said, I'm not going anywhere. I want to get paid. Shout out to Jimmy, though. He got what he wanted. That's how you get what you want.
To your question, though, Ron, I think Andrew Wiggins is gonna do great in Miami. I think it's a great Miami. I think Miami could have got back more for Jimmy. But still.
He was ready to get the hell off of Jimmy. He's like, yo, Jimmy, get out my face.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him for that. I know I said what I said a second ago, but I don't blame Pat. Like, yeah, get the hell out of my facility.
Drew's a good look. How old is Drew? He's 29.
30 now, right?
Yeah. Drew's 29. Like,
listen, 25 and on top of the world, you don't trade. I'm sorry, bro. There's no justification. Took you to the finals.
Yeah, but as far as Drew Wiggins goes in Miami, though, bro, I think that's cool. I think Miami is a good landing spot for Andrew Wiggins for sure.
I think it'll be a good resurgence for him too. Honestly, I think Andrew Wiggins is a good basketball player. Personally, like I always will think. To me, I will never get over what he did in the 2022 finals.
Mm-hmm.
The way he guarded,
he had action at that finals MVP,
bro. The way, he was clearly the second best player on the team at that point in that game. I mean, just the way he guarded Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, the rebounding it's like he was 17 again. And I mean, he was jumping out the gym. So
yeah, when Drew's locked in, he's a hell of a player. But it's just, it's them lock-in issues. So it seemed like one day he here, the next day he not.
But I also could think, bro, that one conversation we might need to be having is playing with Stephen Curry, does it hard to motivate the players around him? Like, you go back to that Eric Pascal conversation and that system, just watching instead of being a part of the offense sometimes.
Yeah, look at how good Dennis Schroeder looked for the Nets And then he goes to, and I know this is obviously isn't as good of an example as Drew and some of these other guys, but Dennis Schroeder was balling for the Nets. What he was like almost like 19 and 9, 19 and 8. He goes to the Warriors, and all of a sudden he's an afterthought. He's playing terrible. So I mean, J-Rob, you could be onto something. It might just be a hard system to play in for some cats.
It is. Because the engine is Draymond, and the engine that he's revolving around is Steph Curry.
Yeah, I actually question how good Jimmy's gonna look over there too. I'm like 70% sure he'll be good, but 30% of me is like he might not be a good fit next to Steph.
No, I actually think he'll be a fine fit because he can play off the ball. Like he don't need the ball in his hands to be effective. It's not to me. It's not about with them. It's not about Jimmy Butler's bad. I just think they need to add one more piece of scoring. Like I'm not fully invested in the scoring output that they can do.
Yeah, well, it's crazy, y'all, because there's another star out west. Obviously, De'Aaron Fox just went to the to the Spurs. The Kings just picked up Zach LaVine. So it's like the West is stacked from 1 through 12. Like 1 through 12, any of them can make the playoffs, and I wouldn't be surprised now.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is somebody got to miss it. So I don't know if it's going to be the Mavericks because they're currently the 11th seed. I don't know if it's going to be the Spurs. They're currently the 12th seed. I don't know if it's going to be the Warriors. They're currently the 10th seed. I don't know if it's going to be the Suns. We're hearing that, and we'll get to this next, Kevin Durant. We're hearing that Kevin Durant is basically slotted to get traded at any moment now. So we'll see about them, but they are the 9th seed. The Kings are the 8th seed. The Wolves are the 7th seed. The Clippers are 6, and the Lakers are 5. So it's like somebody got to miss the playoffs. And I don't know out of those teams I mentioned who it's going to be.
Well, I know one thing. We got Zach LaVine looking real good on our team right now. I'm watching this player Orlando, and Zach LaVine looks like he just fits in perfect with us.
Oh yeah, and Big Ox. Speaking of you guys made a move today too.
Lithuania, stand up.
How you feel
about
this?
I mean, well, you know how much I like J-Val. I'm a big fan of J-Val. I wanted us to grab him in free agency before he went to the Wizards. So,
but Mars said he sucks.
Right there, you go. I don't care if Mars said he sucks. I'm happy that we got J-Val. You know what I'm saying? He link up with his little bro Doncic. You know, they're very familiar with each other. But to Mars's points, just like every player in the NBA, J-Val has some shortcomings. So I mean, as long as he's there just to be a big body, bang in the paint, and just rebound, you know what I'm saying? Finish around the rim. That's all we asking for. We're not asking for him to turn into Hakeem or Dikembe or Lonzo Mourning. We're not asking for that. We need a big body to bang. And now we got two centers, 2 top 15 centers. One is top 5, and so we're in a good position. I'm happy with J-Val.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
I'm not saying J-Val's coming.
I'm not gonna lie. You think y'all gonna make the playoffs? It's close. This West, we were gonna make the playoffs before any of this. This 8 to 11, this Kings, Suns, Warrior, Mavericks. I mean, it could get ugly here, man. Spooky.
Well, I mean, unless the Lakers grab themselves a big, I'm not worried about them making the playoffs.
And my question is this: what if the Spurs go on a run? De'Aaron Fox look good. This might be getting scary. It might get scary in the West.
I mean, a lot of teams look good in the West.
I'm not worried about it. Let's see: Trailblazers, Mavericks, Pelicans. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, we up here tomorrow. I'm about to pull up to that game, so I can't wait.
Can I say one move that just will really make sense? If this Luka trade is what I think it is, the only thing else for the Dallas Mavericks to do, Nico Harrison, go trade for KD.
Oh my God, J-Rob.
If you can trade for KD, if they trade for KD,
I'm sure that's what they're working on right now. I'm sure that's why KD's in limbo right now.
Yeah, if they trade for KD, y'all, I'll give Nico Harrison this much level.
Why that much? If they trade for KD, they're much better now than they were last year.
J-Rob, he's a genius if they do that. He is a genius.
Yeah, if they get KD, I'm with it. And the only reason I give him this much is because it's still predicated on the fact that you have to win the championship. You don't win the championship, it's still this much. If they get KD, they got better. I know that.
If
he wins the championship, he's a legend. You understand?
A legend.
He's a legend. They're gonna make.
See how fast y'all was so fast to say off what Nico's head, and now you're talking about if he gets KD, but y'all gotta relax a little bit.
Because if I was him, I'm still not doing this. I'm not trading Luka.
I would do this 15 times out of 10.
So
you get AD and KD for Luka, bro. You gotta do that.
He
you
has
have
to
do
still
that.
win the championship. He still has to win the chip.
Debo out here chain snatching,
bro. Listen, bro. He gotta still deal with this guy and Luka Doncic. All right. This guy and Luka Doncic is alive. Now, if you can go out there and get you KD, because you know these boys is going to the finals, right? This year.
They got some work to do too.
They need to make another move. They got 16 hours to make a move.
All you need is one big. You need one big. Stop acting like it's a lot. We got
depends on who the big is.
Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves, Luka, LeBron. We need one big.
But some of them gonna be going though. Austin might be going for a big. Van'll probably gonna stay. Dorian might leave.
Rui Hachimura. It's gonna be Rui Hachimura. Dalton Connect 4, and that's what all we need is a big. It'd be like a second round pick. We just need a big. All right, we just need a big. They need a big.
What's big though, J-Rob? Clint Capella?
Me personally, I got really only 2 people for a big man. 3. Mitchell Robinson, Nick Claxton, or Miles Turner. If you can't get any of the 3,
Miles Turner's your guy.
Miles Turner. I just need a rim. You just need a rim protector. I prefer Nick Claxton the most.
Yeah, I like Claxton.
The lob threat part of it is what matters the most to me,
and the defense.
The defense too, but I would love a lob threat. Listen, I know a lot of people don't love Jackson Hayes, but I'm fine with him being the backup center for the Los Angeles Lakers because Luka Doncic is the point guard. Jackson Hayes is probably going to play better with Luka Doncic just because Luka's just going to exploit his athleticism all day. And I don't think Jackson. Did anybody watch him play last night? I don't think he played that bad. You add one more big, you have a nice recipe. I think people are over exaggerating because people forget the Lakers are 5-0 since the insertion of Jared Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith is a 3-and-D player. The Lakers really have a solid lineup that they can put in.
They do though. They do for.
And you got Austin Reeves, who's your other heater. You can move Reeves to the bench and be your 6th man. You know he's still going to eat regardless. He's a bona fide scorer. He's a microwave. He can get 25 on any given night.
J-Rob, this where I get on my chill town. If you move Austin Reeves to the bench, you're gonna ruin him. You're gonna lose Austin if you move him to the bench.
You're not. You know why you're not gonna lose Austin? Because the thing that makes Austin great is his ability to really be a scorer and playmaker. Just be an offensive player. Honestly, you send him off the bench, he might be sitting on 3, 4, 6 million of the year. He's Manu. He's Manu for a new dynasty.
I know Austin will eat.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm going there. You take him off the bench. He's the new age Manu Ginobili. They win 3 championships. He's sitting on 3 of them. He's a bona fide Hall of Famer. And then we're going to be on Players' Choice in a decade talking about Manu Ginobili or Austin Reeves.
This is not necessary.
I don't know about that, but I know Austin gonna eat next to Luka, next to Bron off the bench. However, I know like Austin really showed me this year that he got another level that he can touch. And
Austin is cold. I like Austin. Don't get me wrong. I like Austin. I just think it's very important that they go and get a big. See, I know a lot of Lakers fans were saying that they didn't want J-Val. I think the Lakers should have went and got J-Val. And the Lakers could have came off with 2 bigs, bro. The Lakers could have got him and Mitchell Robinson, him and Clint Capella. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about him and Miles Turner. I don't know how that would work out. But they could have got him in another rim running lob threat. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they're only getting Miles for Austin.
I think they could have doubled up. That they needed, bro. I just think the style of big just wasn't the fit for the Lakers.
Right.
And
that's why I said him and one of the other lob threat type bigs because you just beef up your middle a lot.
Can I just say something to the chat real quick to Andrew G? You know, Sports Illustrated pays me to talk about basketball. So I mean, get your money up, not your funny up. But I'm not just a football guy, King. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what the Lakers do because we all know that they're not done. They in these next 16 hours, I'm sure they're going to do something.
how y'all feel about Steven Adams? I've been hearing Steven Adams to the Lakers.
He's still kind of like the reason why with Valanciunas is they're kind of like that same style of big. I just think they don't get off the ground enough. Like the way Gafford and Lively play, like I want those.
You still got Hayes though.
Yeah, that's why I like Hayes. That's why I'm cool.
I'm saying
I'm not trading Hayes.
Hayes and Steven Adams. Hey, I'm a big Steven Adams guy. He gonna rebound.
Like
he gonna protect the paint. He gonna be down there bullying cats. Like, okay, he might not be the best perimeter defender, and he might not be the best lob threat, but he gonna get offensive rebound. I think he leads the league in offensive rebounds per possession. So he just that's DeMontis, but he in that vicinity though. I heard some little stat like that.
Well, if that's the case, they need to be looking at Walker Kessler. My thing with this run is that see when you say guys like Steven Adams, everybody's gonna talk about he's not switchable. He can't guard point guards. Like we don't need every big to be Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, super mobile. You're just not gonna get that. You got to get what you can from these bigs. You know what I'm saying? If you need somebody to rebound and just be big down there, Steven Adams, he's that type of guy. But I think Walker Kessler might be a better move. I'm really hoping that they can get. Well, I'm not hoping because I don't want the Lakers to be good. But just from a basketball standpoint, I hope they do get a guy like Miles Turner.
I'll say this though, Ox. The Walker Kessler thing is intriguing, but I'll be honest. From every conversation I've had over the last month covering the Lakers, like Danny Ainge do not rock with the Lakers in no capacity.
Rightfully so in these trainings.
It's either it's a ripoff or I'm not doing business. And so honestly, I just feel
he's the one that gave him Luka.
Yeah, I know. He was pissed about it. He was pissed about it. My issue is like if after already helping him get Luka by accident because he didn't even know. The scary part to me is if I woke up and heard that the Lakers got Walker Kessler, I'd want to know what dirt does the Bus family have on Danny Ainge where he's flipped the script like this. Because it'd be a miracle for me to see that. I just couldn't find. I wouldn't be able to find it.
You know, at this stage in their lives, in their career, I think Jeannie Buss could, you know, sit down with Danny Ainge. They could work out that difference. Just have a meal and just talk business. You know, be grown about it. Let's make something happen. We don't gotta. You're not a Celtic anymore, Danny. I know you're a Celtic for life, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta live like that no more.
Right, we can straighten something out. Yeah.
Right. Let's work something out, man. Let's do some good business, man. I think that's always an option in business, man.
Somebody
said Jeannie could brighten up the move.
Dwight Howard comeback special? Hell no.
Yo, Dwight is.
So next thing you know, you wake up and they got Dwight and DeMarcus. They win.
We gotta let the Dwight ship sail.
Yeah, Dwight is over. It's over.
It's a wrap.
It's over. What would it take to get Mark Williams? Mark Williams could be intriguing.
I don't think they get Mark Williams. Mark Williams.
No, they're not. They're not. But it would be nice though.
What do y'all think? How much would Mitchell Robinson cost?
Nothing.
Or Robert Williams?
I think Robert Williams and Mitchell Robinson both probably a second round pick.
And not too much. They got a little injury history. You still kind of taking a risk by taking them because they've had injuries over the last 2 years, but they fit. Those two fit. I just need guys. I just thought the Lakers need centers that can jump. We need flyers.
Right. I think Portland's going to charge more for Rob than New York will.
Oh yeah, I agree. 100%. Oh, I agree on it.
But my thing is for the Lakers, I'm not touching
overpaying. I'm not touching Mitch. I'll say this right now though, Mitch or Robert Williams, they're not costing me Austin Reeves or Dalton Connect. I'll tell you that right now. It's not costing.
So if you're a team like OKC who has I know Chet's hurt, but he'll be back. You got Isaiah Hartenstein, and they just got Daniel Tice as well. I would make a move for not necessarily this team. I'm just saying if you got some bigs that can already rock, then I'd make a move for Mitch or Rob. I can't do it if I'm the Lakers because we need this trade to hit. They need somebody that can produce, and you can't afford Mitchell Robinson or Robert Williams getting hurt. So if I'm the Lakers, I'm staying away from those guys unless I'm grabbing them with another big like Nick Claxton, Wendell Carter, Walker.
I like this name. I like this name right here. I'd be cool with Thomas Bryant back. I don't think you need a premier big.
Hell no.
I don't think you need a premier big.
You don't need a premier big.
The thing is, I just think
Thomas Robinson want to shoot threes.
Oh yeah, facts. That's true too.
Yeah,
I mean, he was all right. The problem is, I don't want it to sound like the thing is, y'all, like chat real shit. Excuse my language, my bad, y'all. I just don't think they need a premier big, y'all. Like, I don't think they need to be breaking their back to get a big man. I just think they need a big that can jump and that'll be serviceable and be able to play in the pick and roll with Luka and LeBron. That's all I think. Like, bro, just think 2020 Lakers, and instead of Rondo this time, you got Luka Doncic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the vibe I'm trying to get back in LA if I'm thinking of I'm Rob Pelinka in this front office. And I just like the only way you do that is go get you a guy with a motor.
I want Nick Claxton bad if I'm the Lakers.
Me too.
That would be great for the Lakers.
Yeah. I'm just thinking defense alone. All right, we got Bron's old slow foot moving ass, and then we got Luka's big foot ass. We know they can't move their feet, right? But if I could put Dorian Finney-Smith next to them, if I could put Vando next to them, and if I could put Nick Claxton protecting the rim and switching on screens,
y'all understand Bron gonna play more defense because he's about to get off the ball, right?
No, I don't understand that.
Last couple games he's been playing defense. Like he was sitting down against the Clippers last night.
You think you're not getting off the ball now that Luka's there?
Well, I am curious to see how LeBron does catching grenades. I am curious to see that.
Who guarding Joker? Don't matter. He getting 30. Who guarding Luka and Bron? They getting 30 apiece too.
Yeah, I actually think they match up against the Nuggets better now.
Hell yeah, they do.
Now it's just a shootout.
How they match up better with the Nuggets now? What are y'all talking about?
Because
they ain't even getting that. Now y'all just tripping.
No,
they ain't even make a move yet, Ron. When they get another big, then we can get there. But as of today, this Lakers team that's presently constructed is going to drop out of the playoffs, bro.
This team as constructed is still going to the playoffs. They just need a big, and everybody knows it. Hold on, time out. Y'all
can't be serious right now, bro.
You think right now, as constructed, they can't make the playoffs?
As presently constructed,
you think the Sacramento Kings could pass the Lakers in the West as constructed right now?
J-Rob, let's keep the Kings out of this. We can talk about all the other teams. Yes, we are better than the Lakers right now.
So you think as constructed? If no trade was made,
J-Rob, you're trying to make this about the Kings, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm talking about the whole West.
I'm using the Kings as an example.
So y'all think right now the Lakers are better than they were, or the same as they were?
I think if
they don't make another move for a big, bro, they're worse. If they don't go get another big, they're worse.
No, they swapped Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis.
Yes, and they got worse doing that.
It doesn't technically work like that, J-Rob. But here's the thing, though.
It does work like that. You know why it works like that? Because they don't act like they have bad pieces around them.
They do got solid pieces.
Jared Vanderbilt, they got legitimately literally 2, 3. No, Jared Vanderbilt's not 3 and D. They did not get worse to the standpoint where they will fall out of the playoffs. That's all I will say. If you say they got worse defensively, okay. But the worst to get out of the playoffs,
how much better the West just got, and how come on, bro.
You have 2 of the 10 best players on the planet on the same team right now.
It doesn't matter. So my thing is also as pleasantly constructed, they're a playing team. They'll be the 9 or 10 seed for sure.
I just seen them go into the Garden and mop the Knicks, and then turn around and mop your Clippers without AD, without AD, and without Luka.
So what is he talking about?
This team, now they gotta make shots. They for sure gotta make shots.
The Wizards won a couple games this year. I mean, we've seen teams all the time.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
I'm just saying, like, nasty. What? They beat the Knicks. That means they're the best team in the NBA. Y'all get
they're 29 and 19.
They didn't beat the Knicks. They beat the brakes off the Knicks.
If they're on a
care.
It's
basketball. It's basketball, bro. Anybody could beat anybody on a random Tuesday night.
They're 8-2 in their last 10. Okay, they're gonna fall off.
Yeah, but I'm talking about with the next 36, 37 games left on the schedule. I think they'll probably go 17-20. If they got 37, let's say it's 37, not 17-20, maybe 20-17. If there is 37, I don't know. Let me get a correct count on how many games they got left. The Lakers are they're 29-19, 58.
10 games above 500, bro.
Well, I mean, technically 5 games above 500. Whatever. But okay. So yeah, so like I said, bro, they got worse unless they make another move.
Yeah. Cool thing
Like,
about
who
it
in
is
the West, bro, without making another move.
tomorrow night the Lakers play against the Warriors. So I don't expect Jimmy to suit up. I don't expect obviously Luka's not gonna suit up. They said Luka suit up potentially Saturday. But that's who they got next. So we'll see how they look against the Warriors. Saturday's going to be a big game. They play against the Pacers. So that should be cool. But I'm going to move on to the next move that was made today. And y'all, this actually isn't a trade. Now, this was a guy that we thought was going to get traded, and he would have been a good piece for a lot of people. But instead, he re-signed back with the Chicago Bulls for 2 years, $20 million.
I wanted him to go to Milwaukee so bad. I thought he'd be a great fit in Milwaukee.
I definitely thought Lonzo was going to swerve and bend that corner right out of Chicago, but he's still in the building.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to Sam Quinn from CBS today on my show, and he was talking about some of his moves, and he was talking about Lonzo Ball to Milwaukee. He damn near thought it would be a done deal.
Damn.
And honestly, just looking back on it, I kind of like it, man. I think Zoe in a backcourt with Dame it would work in my head.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would work to me. Yeah, you get a defender, because the thing is, I like Andre Jackson Jr., but I mean, offensively, there's still a lot to be desired.
A lot.
He has so much. He still has a lot to do growth-wise. Defensively, he's a terror, but I thought Lonzo to Milwaukee would.
Okay, hold on.
What happened? What happened?
No way.
Wait a minute now.
No way. This is terrible.
Wait a second, y'all.
What just happened?
I'm about to throw this on the screen. So it's looking like
advanced discussions.
As of right now, there's advanced discussions for Brandon Ingram to the Toronto Raptors.
What?
How we feel about that?
What does that even do for anybody?
Hey,
nothing for this season. But for who though? That's also the discussion. Who would have to go? How does that work out? I hope that's fake.
I mean, this got to be a deal.
Well, not fake. I just hope it doesn't work out.
This just has to be a move essentially for Toronto's future. Like they're bringing Brandon Ingram in because they are thinking about the future because this does nothing for them this season. But I will say this: I do like him next to Scotty Barnes. You got to bona fide. You got to score.
I'm not mad at RJ reuniting with Zion either.
Hey, that'd be dope.
I'm not mad at that either.
They probably not gonna come off RJ.
If they don't come off of RJ, then this is terrible for New Orleans.
Well, yeah,
because I was just about to say that this is a good move for New Orleans, but if they don't get RJ, then no way. I'm gonna be honest.
If Scotty Barnes meets the peak of the player that I think he can be based off his skill set, if you're able to keep a core of RJ, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, you get a point. You have a decent point guard, and Grady Dick is your shooter. I mean, it's all to me essentially on what Scotty Barnes becomes. I think he's obviously the engine of all this, but I don't hate it for the Raptors' future. I really don't. I mean, it's hard to get players to come play in Toronto. They are lucky that they got Scotty Barnes, and his growth is really going to be essential for their future. So being able to get a guy like Brandon Ingram, who we know can be an all-star level player, you got youth around you. I like it. I don't hate it. It doesn't do anything for them right now. It doesn't.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram 27, Scotty Barnes 23. I think RJ's 25.
25, bro.
Oh, he's 24. RJ's 24. Yeah, bro. If they can manage to keep RJ, I really like that three moving forward. You still got Grady. They might end up having to come off Grady, but you still got Grady. They got old boy. Who's their point guard? Play for New York?
Quickly.
You still got Quickly.
Yeah. I do think you might have to trade him.
They got to come off of something, right?
Yeah, they definitely gonna come off. Davion Mitchell might be the point guard for right now.
Yeah.
Shout out Davion.
And I like Davion too. You get a look, if Davion continues to develop too with his defensive, upside, this might be a good trade in the long run for Raptors. I'm not going to look at it and scoff from a standpoint of like, what are they thinking? It's more for, you probably come off Bruce Brown as well.
Hey, they've been competitive lately too. The
I just
Raptors,
need to see
they
the
went on like a
details.
7-game winning streak, and I know they're 7-3 in their last 10 games.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't
Maybe
hate
they're trying
it.
to make the playoffs.
They might.
Yeah,
be
but
trying to
I
get
just
to
I
three,
need to
but
I need to see the
where they at?
details on this one if it goes through. If even if it even does go through, I just need to see the details before I can make my mind up on this because
what's the playing
that
tournament?
really matters.
Sorry, fellas. Is it 9 through 12 is the playing tournament?
Nah,
It's
7
8
through 10.
through 10.
8 through
Oh yeah,
10.
7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hopefully it's a 3-team deal and Bruce Brown comes down to Milwaukee.
I don't know why I said 11, 12.
Then it'll really be Bucks and 6. You feel me?
So the Raptors, as the 13th seed, right, are 16 and 35. But you said 7, 8, 9, 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not making it, J-Rob.
Nah, because check this out.
This ain't for this year. This is not for this year.
Nah, because Chicago's the 10th seed. So here's the thing. Chicago, if they slip out, then it's like they can squeak in there. Now they obviously got to win 2 games to get in there, but I mean they playing the Heat without Jimmy Butler, and I mean,
yo, that 10 spot goes to Philly though, yo. Like Chicago's not gonna make it. Philly's getting that 10 spot.
Atlanta lost Jalen Johnson. They the 9th seed.
They're not going. They're not going.
Trey gonna keep.
This is a move for the future.
All right.
This is definitely a move for their future. To be honest, you could have made this move in the summer.
Yeah. On top of that, another thing too. Like this team isn't gonna win anything, and you know I'm 100% against tanking, but what you winning for? What you try doing?
Nah, don't do that.
Nah, you can't.
Stick to your guns. Stick to your guns.
Well, no, I stand on that. I hate tanking. I'm not for tanking. I think tanking is diabolical. There's no integrity in it. I just don't understand trying to lose. But the team, in this instance, it's kind of like y'all already there. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go all out, bro. Just go all out.
You know who I feel like that about though? I really felt like that about the Warriors.
That's right. BI free agent, right?
My thing is like you are preserved. You're about to pay Jimmy. You're about to make Jimmy the second highest paid player in the NBA. Steph is holding on by a thread. Draymond is washed. I'm like, y'all would have been better off getting the best package you can get for Steph, the best package you can get for Draymond, and really KD to the Nuggets.
What? Oh.
That's just what they're talking about. That didn't happen.
Okay, the Raptors are They are finalizing a deal to get Brandon Ingram. So, Ingram, Scotty, quickly, Grady. All right, so we'll see exactly what that trade package looks like. Keep in mind, KD is still out there. But yeah, like I was saying though, I think the Warriors overpaid for Jimmy just to have a 2-year
they overpaid for Jimmy.
I think they overpaid for this whole. I think they overpaid for this whole. I think they should have just blew it up. Honestly, I think you get the best package you can get back from Steph and just move on. And Ox, I'm saying this just the same thing you said about the Raptors. You just got to give it up. At some point, you got to give it up.
Well, they're a little different than the Raptors.
Here's what I'm saying. Consider your future. In 2 years, do you guys have the Warriors doing anything?
Nope.
So
Ron, I've been saying this for 2 seasons already. So I'm with you on this. But I'm saying since they haven't traded Steph and they're not going to trade Steph, this was a great move. They gave up Andrew Wiggins for Jimmy Butler. No big deal. They won.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Kyle Kuzma to the Bucks? I like it actually. Gives them some versatility.
Love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris Middleton. But I love them
for sure. And I think it's good for Kyle Kuzma because I really do feel like this because y'all know this in sports. Like when you playing with a loser for a long time, it make you feel, it helps. It hurts everybody in the locker room. I think it would be good for his, this is good for his future.
And I mean, we seen Kyle Kuzma at his best. It's some players got to play with other star players. Some players got to play with other dogs, and that brings a dog out of you. Kyle Kuzma's not the type of who's gonna feed Kyle Kuzma in Washington. Right. Jordan Poole wasn't gonna do it. Johnny Davis wasn't gonna do it. Bilal Coulibaly ain't gonna do it. But when you play with Anthony Davis, when you play with LeBron, when you play with Rondo, they gonna feed Kuzma and they gonna bring the dog out of him. So maybe Dame, Giannis, Brook Lopez. Everybody else, they can, put him in the right position so he could thrive.
Yeah, I like his versatility.
Maybe Bobby Portis can bring that dog out of Kuz. Bring him back.
I'm not gonna lie.
I've always liked Kuz. I've always liked him.
Yeah, I think he's a phenomenal. I think he's a good role player. I think people really like. I still remember what he was able to do for the Lakers, and I think people forget he was a great role player for the Lakers as a very young player. Very young player.
Y'all know how stuff like this. Y'all know how stuff like this happens. Kuz made that one post on Instagram or Twitter or something, and now people just laugh at him. It's one of them things. Like people don't. I don't think people dislike Kuz because of how he plays basketball. It's just the fact that he's on a weak ass team, and he said some stuff on the internet that people thought was funny. I can't remember what it was, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. This is how it goes. It's just that's just how it goes.
Hold on, did the Wizards really win tonight? Oh no, they ain't win. They did win. Well, I mean, they beat the Nets though. Like,
a win is a win.
A win is a
nah,
win.
For sure, but I'm not gonna say they won because Kuzma gone.
Oh, facts, and how he dresses too. He be dressing kind of funny, so
funny style.
Yeah, but shout out Kyle Kuzma. I don't think that the Bucks are done though. I really don't. I think Pat Connaughton and I do think Bobby Portis is out the door.
I'm surprised I haven't heard more Nets talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? How they still got Cam Johnson over there, still got Nick Claxton over there. I'm surprised those two guys haven't been moved yet.
I would love to see Cam Thomas on a team that has like some juice to see if he's I just want to see if his scoring is conducive for a basketball team that's willing. You know what I'm saying?
Or if it's just empty buckets.
Exactly. Like, can this kid help a winner win? Because I do think he can really score the crap out of the basketball. But we'll see. I hope somebody trades for him. Hey, if I'm the Warriors, go get Cam Thomas. That's the score you've been looking for. That'd be the score you're looking for.
Cam Thomas or Cam Johnson. That'd be crazy.
Nah, we were talking about that earlier, though. I think Cam Thomas is the guy. Remember, because J-Rob said Jordan Poole. I think Cam Thomas would be that Jordan Poole.
Perfect fit. Yeah, it'd be a perfect fit. I think it'd be a perfect fit. And I mean, you gotta just see, man. We're doing a show tomorrow. We're gonna go live at 10:30 and just wait till the trade deadline ends to just see. Wait for something breaking to happen, bro. I'm excited. Because I ain't gonna lie, after this Luka domino fell, I feel like these gyms are in a frenzy a bit. Like, what's going on? Like, is this really what's going on? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I know that around the league, them GMs is pissed at the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. Pissed at them.
Why would they be pissed?
Because they only gave that offer to them. They didn't go around the league.
But that's one of the things. Like Nico knew who he was going to take for him. There was only certain people that he was going to take. So you really can't be mad about that.
No, you're right. But I'm telling you, like from a just a business club standpoint, like they're in their head, like these are guys with egos and they're all trying to win, and they're probably thinking like, we could have had Luka, we could have offered something for Luka, like, nobody told us Luka was available, because if Luka was available and they went live to the world,
But see, J-Rob, that's the thing though. They're just being delusional at that point, because Luka was available, but Luka wasn't available for you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have Anthony Davis or Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, look, as far as you're concerned, Luka was not available. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to stay in your lane. Like, you might be upset, bro, but you didn't have the package.
Can I ask y'all a question? Where were y'all exactly when the Luka trade happened?
I was at work.
I was inside of a bar, bro, and had to run to the bathroom to report it in a corner, like talking to the guy, the doorman in the bathroom who'd be giving mints and deodorant. Yeah. Telling him, like, bro, can you believe this? Like, he was traded Luka Doncic.
Bro, I was out and about too.
I thought it was fake, bro. I don't still feel real sometimes. Like, this is the most shocking trade I think I'll ever experience in all of our careers, bro, at doing this. I don't think anything's gonna top this in our lifetime. But maybe it
crazy
will.
Thing is, it's been some other blockbuster trades too. Like this, the Brandon Ingram trade, that's technically a blockbuster trade. The De'Aaron Fox trade, that's definitely a blockbuster trade.
Yo, be quiet.
The Jimmy Butler trade, that's a blockbuster trade. But the Luka Doncic, That's a block stopper trade.
Another block stop.
And that shut the whole block down.
Turned the power grid off, bro. Tell him to cry in the car. Word. Bron got Luka. Cry in the car.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Before we get up out of here, let's I'm gonna run through the games tonight. Just let y'all know what happened. The Nuggets beat the Pelicans, and Nikola Jokic did Nikola Jokic things. He had 38 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds. I think Michael Porter Jr. went crazy too. Michael Porter Jr. had 39 points, 12 rebounds. Check out Michael Porter Jr. He getting to it. Zion had 28. Trey Murphy had 25, so he's still balling. I know right now the Suns are getting smacked by the Thunder. SGA got 46 points, and the third quarter just ended. So maybe he'll get 50. Maybe he won't, but SGA is really just proving that the MVP trophy is his. Golden State Warriors are beating the Utah Jazz right now by 2 points with 30 seconds left. B-Pod's got 29. Shout out B-Pods. He hooping tonight. The Kings are down 10 points to the Orlando Magic. Paulo got 15.
We're down 12. We're down 12 now. We're down 12 now.
Okay. DeMontis got double early, 16 points.
We're down 10. We're down 10. We're down 10 now. Debo chain snatching.
All right, shout out Debo. The Spurs beat the Hawks 126-125. De'Aaron Fox in his debut had 24 points, 13 assists. He looked real nice. On the other hand, Trae Young. I want to say he had pulling it up right now.
Man. Snubbed my boy, man.
Trae Young had 32 and 12. So shout out to Trae.
He's a demon.
Doing Trae things. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Detroit Pistons 118-115. Kay Cunningham got busy though. 38 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Evan Mobley had 30 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. But the key moment in this game was Darius Garland hitting a logo 3 to win the game as the time expired. Shout out to DG. He been balling. He is an all-star, and he continues to prove why he's an all-star. No Giannis, no problem. The Bucks beat the Hornets 112-102. Bobby Portis had himself a game tonight, had 23 points, 17 rebounds. So if he does stay, he's proven his worth. If he ends up leaving, he just upped his trade value. The Alabama Crimson Tide didn't make the college football playoffs.
Nope.
But shout out my man J-Rob. I'm going to see my man next week.
Boom. Word. It's going to be lit.
And shout out my man Bama. We're going to see him in San Fran too. Headache gang, go get the clashing helmets again.
Yeah, I'm about to put Ox to another wall. No,
That's
we stop.
Crazy.
We stop. I'm done, Ox. I'm done. I'm chill. I'm civilized now.
The Grizzlies smacked the Raptors. They won their fourth straight game. John Morant played. He had 26 points. Jaren Jackson Jr. had 32 points. And they basically just beat the hell out them boys. Didn't nobody on the Raptors do anything, so I'm not going to say anything that they did. The Heat, without Jimmy, beat the Sixers. Tyler Hero, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Looks like he's happy Jimmy's gone. And Tyrese Maxey, 31 points. As we reported earlier, the Wizards beat the Nets. Bilal Coulibaly, triple-double.
Nice.
And last but not least, Anthony Edwards had 49 points and 9 rebounds.
Damn, man.
Sheesh.
Is it anything else y'all want to touch on? Bruce to Nola? Bruce to the Noya?
Bruce Brown.
So he a part of that? I know they better have got more than that, man. RJ better be in that trade.
Nah, you're not. They're not moving RJ out of Canada. He might retire a Raptor.
Yeah, well, y'all know where to find us in the morning. We're going to be up bright and early on the panel. J-Rob, where you?
What time y'all do the panel?
8
same
o'clock.
time, 8 to 11.
Yeah, man. I gotta be at the office by 9, King.
Yo, real quick, is it possible that KD might be on his way to Cleveland?
That's really not all that far-fetched.
That is a great idea. If he goes to Cleveland, they might be my second favorite in the East. I'm taking the Knicks.
They wouldn't do that. The Suns wouldn't do that, would they?
Cleveland? Oh,
nah, the Suns wouldn't do that.
I want you to know they would literally that would shake the East.
Bro, the Suns don't have a horse in any race if they give up KD. At this point, it's like they trying to rebuild. And if I'm the Suns, if I come off KD, I'm coming off D-Book too. Bro, I'm on that. If we not competing, let's restart. Let's get a bunch of picks.
KD to the Cleveland Cavaliers is a great move. Because honestly, I've been telling people I want them to get a 3. And I think that brother at the 3.
So what would y'all rather see him in Cleveland or Dallas? Me personally, I'd rather see him in Dallas just so we can forget about this whole Luka Doncic debacle. But
I'd rather see him in Cleveland so Nico Harris doesn't look like a genius if they win the championship.
Yeah, well,
because he's right now to me known as the guy that traded Luka Doncic.
No way.
What happened?
Oh, they said Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti just passed away.
Oh yeah,
he did.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
but man, yo, I hope KD goes to Dallas, like I said. But y'all look out if you go to Cleveland, bro. It's gonna get ugly.
So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good basketball.
Cam Johnson to Cavs. That's right. Well, we'll see, man. Hey, y'all might. I hope we wake up. I hope we wake up to some juicy trades in the morning, man.
Yeah, word, me too.
Yeah, y'all keep.
Hey, Rachel Nichols don't do the Rachel Nichols don't do the one thing no more on her own channel where she hit the little smoke thing. Y'all remember that?
Tonight's gonna be a movie though.
What, the bong?
Yeah, Brian, the bong.
The bong. Yeah. All right, I love y'all, boys. I love y'all, boys. I'm out of here.
All right, y'all. Be easy.
Right,
Be easy.
Fucking bong.